James.
Questions and comments. The Honourable Member for Timmins, James Bay.
Absolutely a fascinating 10 minutes of my life to hear probably the most put together numbers of ridiculous comparisons of side issues, the supply chain opportunities, the knowledge-based economy, technological dynamism, technology spillovers, mission success, and then, of course, the insensitivity of the NDP. When the issue here, and he never mentioned it once, was whether or not there should be a committee to oversee the sale of arms to countries with dodgy human rights records. I would think that that's not being insensitive. So I don't want to bring the conversation down, but let's talk about South Sudan. Let's talk about massacres. Let's talk about rapes. Let's talk about the 170 armored vehicles shipped into South Sudan. Let's talk about Yemen and the weapons the Canadians are putting into Yemen. Let's talk about the fact that we now have a salesman to sell more weapons into the Middle East. God, how many regimes that are credible in the Middle East? Can we count on more than 2 fingers? But we're now the second largest. So I didn't hear a single word about what this government's going to do to ensure that we are not just selling weapons to countries that rape and kill their citizens. To me, that's the Canadian value. It might be insensitive, but I think it is the role of Parliament to make sure that we stand up for something once in a while, and that we make sure that when we're going to sell weapons to countries, that they are indeed allies, that they are indeed sharing our values, and they're not just murdering and raping and torturing their own citizens.